What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today we'll be covering ticker symbol NIO. Just warning you guys right off the bat, I am very bullish with NIO, so this is definitely going to be probably leaning more towards the bull side of this than the bear side. But before we hop into the technical analysis, if you guys can, do me a huge favor, drop a like down on this video, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you ring that bell. And then also, if you do like getting free stock, down below I do have my Webull referral link. You do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull. The platform is completely free, and those 2 free stocks can be valued anywhere between $8 and $1,600. And you get one of those free stocks when you sign up and your account is approved, and then you get the other when you deposit $100 on the platform. So at a minimum, you get an 8% return immediately on your investment. That's pretty much lunch. So do me a favor, if you need a platform or if you want some free money, go down below, click that button, join Webull, deposit $100. When your account's approved, you'll get those 2 free stocks, and then you can just immediately take the money out. And who knows, you may get $1,600. They apparently do have 4,000 shares of Tesla or something like that. So I've seen people getting Tesla before, so who knows, you may get one. But without that, done with the sales pitch and all that kind of stuff, let's go ahead and hop into the charts. So overall for the day on Friday, NIO had a very, very, very bullish day. And I am so happy about this because NIO has been utterly pounded and just beaten into the ground, and seeing it back above $40 makes my heart incredibly happy. I am a long-term NIO investor. I personally believe that this stock is worth way more than what it's currently trading at. You know, there's price targets around $66, but I know the huge thing is also that NIO has to prove themselves and that they're expanding out into Europe. And this was announced on Friday, which is definitely going to drive very bullish momentum within the stock. So keep that in mind. And moving forward for the next week, I only think that we're going to see this rocket ride further up to the moon, guys. Like, I don't see a reason why that NIO would come plummeting back to earth, because this stock was trading at $60 before this market correction. $60. So just keep that in your head. And if we really want to, what I'll do really quickly is I'll come over here to Ortex, and we can take a look at the analyst and what they say for NIO. And we're taking a look at 12 buys. 12 analysts rate this at a buy. 7 rated at a hold, 0 rated at a sell. And if you look, our price target is $62.93. $62.93. Now, where are we on again? We're only at 41. We have plenty of room to just jack this thing up to the upside. And I think really with this announcement of NIO expanding out into Europe and getting into Norway and within Oslo, and them opening up a store outside of Asia is going to be huge. There's also rumors that are starting to come out that they're possibly talking about expanding over into the US too, which would be even huger. Now, keep in mind that there are multiple EV competitors going on within China. You have Tesla, you have Xpeng, and then you have NIO. And then there's one other one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. If you can, drop it down in the comment section for me, because I just can't remember it. I think Warren Buffett has like an investment interest in it or something like that. But really, those are the competitors. And now Tesla is getting in trouble with the Chinese government because of its cameras on its vehicles. So could we possibly be looking at a shift within China of the Chinese wanting to go with NIO instead of Tesla? That might be a possibility, and that would be a huge, huge opportunity for NIO. So I'm really looking forward that hopefully we get good news. And remember, any news is pretty much going to be positive momentum for the stock, unless if there's something that's horribly going wrong with it. So they do also have earnings next week, so keep an eye on earnings, because I think we might see a very, very nice run up in the earnings. And personally, with NIO and the deliveries that they had a couple weeks ago, I could definitely see a very bullish earnings for NIO. So it definitely is within the realm of cards. But looking at the chart here on the intraday, we definitely had a little bit of sell here in the morning, and then we just had a rip. And the huge thing that I'm just going to highlight, and my larger trend line is kind of highlighting it already for me, is that we have this essential, like, let's not do it from there. Let's do it from here, because it'll be more reflective. We have this upwards movement that we have. So we're creating what's called a bear flag. Bear flags go up bull flags go down. So when you want a bullish moment, when you have a bull flag, you're looking for a breakout to the upside. When you have a bear flag, you're looking for a breakdown to the downside kind of thing. We are definitely within what's called a bear flag with NIO because the past couple of days have been very, very strong days for NIO. The fact we finished up 3.82%, which is huge. And then even in the after hours, we climbed up another 0.85%, which is even larger. Like our intraday high happened in the after hours versus during the day. That is large. Now, the huge thing that I'm gonna be looking for, and I keep saying huge, and I'm sorry I keep saying huge, but the thing that I'm gonna be looking for on Monday is how is NIO doing in the pre-market? Are we gonna have a gap down or are we gonna have a gap up? Because I have a hard feeling we're gonna be riding this very bullish momentum into earnings. Now, I can't remember what day NIO has earnings next week. I wanna say it's on the 29th, if I'm correct, which I think puts it on Thursday. Yeah, puts it on Thursday. So keep that in mind. So we might see a nice run up the earnings, and then earnings season, technically we normally have an indecision and we'll either pop or we'll drop out of earnings kind of thing. But I have a hard feeling we're going to pop because we've been suppressed down for so long. But here on the intraday, definitely riding a very bullish momentum, trading above that gold line, which is the VWAP, which stands for the volume weighted average price. So if you bought NIO on Friday, you would have made money off of buying that share on Friday, or shares or options contract or whatever. Instead, if we had the inverse and we were trading below the VWAP, we wouldn't have made money and we would have lost money on our shares and options contracts. But if we really hop out here to the 5-day, really take a look at it, this is where I'm talking about our channel that we're forming. We had this low of 35.94 and we've pretty much been trading in this upper end of this channel. We're actually really pushing this upper end of this channel. And we're getting to the point where we have that $40 psychological support that I'm going to put in place here. Right here. Our $40 psychological support. And really, when we're moving upwards, we're moving in such clean moves, which is really nice. Friday's move versus Thursday move was so much better. Friday's move looked like such healthy growth. Thursday move was a little bit of a rip with a very large down bar, which I don't like. I really like this healthy growth that we see here, not this unhealthy, not this healthy growth up and then a very volatile rip down. And you can take a look here at the MACD. The MACD helps you look at volatility of moves, and you can see how overextended this is versus our moves on Friday. We're nearly calm on the MACD. We had our nice move here on Wednesday, which was very volatile also. But really on Friday, that move that we had of a 3.82% for a regular stock, that is a very, very, very strong move and very bullish. When we hop out here to the 1 month time frame, we can really see that we had our low here. We had our low back here of $34. We had a nice pop up, we got up to 42, and then we traded essentially in this downward channel, and we broke it here and had our bullish momentum. So that is huge that I'm looking for within stock. Also, if we highlight this and we'll take a look at the 20-day, 60-day, and 120-day moving averages, we are trading above all of them by a significant portion. Now, the huge thing that I want to look for is us to have this bullish momentum maintained and do a little bit of consolidation. Yes, consolidation is definitely needed because what it's going to help do is help bring this RSI on this 1 month time frame and bring it back from overbought back towards neutral, which is really what we need to do. We need to cool off the stock a little bit because that RSI is really, really high. And what this tells me is we need some consolidation or we need some form of correction. Now, I know a correction isn't technically the thing that all of us want to hear, but if we were to pull out our Fibonacci retracement, which is from our lowest point all the way up to our highest point, which is this 41.47. Can I grab it? Okay, well, I got 41.45, so we're close enough. If we were to retrace and fall back a little bit, the huge thing is I would want us to fall back between 0 and 50%. So that 50% is being at 37.74. If we fell below 37.74, I would be a little bit concerned. But really with this bullish momentum of the stock, it could possibly fall down to 23.6% or down to this 38.2%. point and then bounce back up. That's really what I'm looking for. And that is another thing that could possibly cool off this RSI. What it's going to do also is going to help bring this MACD back more towards a neutral point. Now, if we hop out here to the year to date and take a really macro point of view, let's delete this Fibonacci retracement and take a look at this point of the stock and where we've been. The huge thing is I'm looking at support really here at 34.24. We definitely are going to have a resistance here moving in the upwards direction around $46. Yeah, $46, $47. So because we have these tops of these candles here. So that's the huge thing that I'm going to be looking for is now that we're in the 40 territory, we're going to move in a very bullish direction. We're going to test this $47 area. And that's really where the 60 and 120-day moving averages are actually sitting, is around $45 and $47. We're sitting, the 20-day moving average is sitting at $37.94, which is around that correction point that I'm thinking that we might go down to if we have a bearish move down to the downside. We have to cool off that RSI because it is overbought on the month time frame. But on the year time frame, when we take a look at this, we're sitting at 54 on the RSI and we have this bullish move. So we are definitely moving back to the upside. So I think we could definitely see this happen and have a very bullish move. We also need to cool off on more of a micro perspective within that month view. So keep that in mind. We might have a couple of green days, but if we do see a red day, don't panic. It's only the stock just correcting itself back a little bit and cooling it down because we have been really, really overbought for the past couple of days. When we take a look at this, well, really the whole past day of Friday, we were definitely overbought. So that's what I'm looking for Monday. I really hope we do ride more bullish momentum because I really would like NIO to ride more bullish momentum, but we definitely do need, from a technical analysis perspective, to cool off the stock and bring this RSI back within this 30 to 70 channel because that will help the stock trade more normally, and it will also help with bringing implied volatility down because with the MACD being this overextended, our implied volatility is definitely higher than what it normally is. So keep in mind, we might have a consolidation day. If we do have a consolidation day, it is definitely not a bad thing. It is something that the stock desperately needs right now because it is overbought. But we may also continue to have that bullish momentum, or we may also have that bearish momentum. So keep that in mind. We can move up, we could just move sideways, or we can move down. If I was looking at it from a macro perspective and wanted to give my thesis, I'm also a little bit biased here, so keep that in mind. I definitely think we're going to have a bull day, but I'm going to look for in the next week of us having some form of consolidation and or correction because we really have to bring this RSI back down into this 30 to 70 range. We don't want it sitting up there for so high because the higher we drive it up, the more it's got to correct thing. So a correction now to the stock would be a little bit versus a correction if we were up at, like, let's say $50 or $60 and then bringing it back down would be a larger move. So keep that in mind. Also, with the larger moves, keep in mind that also affects implied volatility. Implied volatility can get inflated when you make a move to the upside or to the downside. But really, that's what I got for you guys today. For Monday, I'm definitely hoping we have a bullish day. If we have a consolidation day, I'll gladly take it because the stock definitely does need to cool off a little bit. But after that, I want us to go to the moon. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.